Welcome to the Keep the Faith podcast. I am your host, Tori. Y'all already know how I do impromptus here and there. And of course, I have Nicole Dixon with me today. She's going to be talking about the 9th annual Visible and Viable Community Impact Day and Sickle Cell Walk, which will be taking place this coming Saturday. And also coming up after Nicole, we're going to be talking to Nicki Spears. And it's actually also a Delta Sigma Theta event that's coming up. So if you haven't gotten tickets, you can go to Eventbrite to purchase tickets. But Nicole, tell us about the event that's coming up on Saturday.
On Saturday, we're going to walk so we can give back to sickle cell people. Some of them might be out there. They'll be testing. And I think, what is it? They'll be testing to see if you got sickle cell. We'll also be giving a snack. You can either walk the trail, or you can do Zumba or walk around and do some laps. So it'll be really up to you. But we'll be there from 8:30 to 11:30.
Okay, and that's this coming Saturday, which is September the 24th. What time are you guys starting the registration this coming Saturday? Does it start at 8 o'clock or is it starting early?
Right at 8 o'clock.
Okay.
And we probably start everything by 8:45 or 9.
Okay. Now, I had some people that asked me a question about the walking. If there are people that want to participate or donate, they can, and they don't necessarily have to walk, can they still do that? And also, is it also too late to get a t-shirt if they may want a t-shirt, even if they're not able to walk?
So I'm all out of small through extra large.
Oh, wow.
I got 2X and a couple of 3X, but that's it. I'm out. And that's all my extras.
Okay. Sounds good.
But we still taking the donation.
Okay. And let me see what this comment says. Cynthia says, I pray you all have an amazing event. Hate I can't be there. And I understand that, Cynthia, you got another event.
Hey, Cynthia.
And I know you have another event that you got going on. But I'm also going to talk to Miss Nicki Spears. Nicki actually has experience. Nicole looking like Nicole, let me ask you this. Nicole, before I talk to Nicki, let me ask you this. Nicole, before I talk to Nicki. What is like you said, you don't necessarily do the walk, but you can also do Zumba.
Yeah,
right.
You have somebody in the middle of the
circle,
the little circle, and they'll be doing Zumba. But you can do the laps around there. You don't have to do the trail because some people do the trail.
And I think the other question someone asked was, how long is the walk? Like when you start walking, how long is the walk?
The actual event is from 8:30 till 11:30, and I know you can't see me, but we're asking that you try to do 10,000 steps for sickle cell patients or in memory of someone with sickle cell. So 10,000 steps.
Okay. Because that was one of the questions, like, how long, someone asked, well, how long I gotta walk? I don't know if I can walk. I was like, just walk.
And you don't have to do necessarily 10,000 steps, just whatever you can do.
And that's what I told them. I told them to listen to their body. If they're not able to fully to walk, to do that. But Nicki, you already know, last time me and Nicole was on the podcast, we actually mentioned you. You actually have personal experience with sickle cell. So tell us a little bit about sickle cell itself, because I know you are an advocate for sickle cell. So tell us a little bit about sickle cell and also your personal experience with sickle cell.
Sickle cell is basically an inherited a blood cell disorder. What happens is that you have like a parent that has abnormal the trait, and then another parent that has both parents have the trait. So your chances of getting the sickle cell disease is higher, but it has to do with an inherited blood disorder. So with the hemoglobin, your hemoglobin is always kind of, it's abnormal. So when it's abnormal, that causes the hemoglobin has the oxygen, so has the oxygen flow. So when you have cells that are for sickle cell, they sickle. So when they sickle, it's hard to flow through the body. And that causes the crisis.
Okay.
And so as far as my experience with sickle cell, Me personally, I didn't have the sickle cell, but my spouse, Michael Spears, was a sickle cell warrior. And of course, you have sickle cell at birth. Um, Back then, they probably wasn't testing like they do now. Now they test you as soon as you have your baby. So back then, and I think he was tested, but eventually, I have a video. I don't think I can share it, but I think Michael said that he first discovered when he was like 6 months. But as far as him knowing that he had a crisis, it was probably when he was around 7. And
Oh,
so he
wow.
lost his, I'm not gonna say lost, he died of complications of sickle cell on July the 7th of this year. So I was an advocate before, and I will continue to be an advocate for sickle cell patients. As of right now, they do not have a cure for it, but I will continue to be a voice for sickle cell.
Absolutely. And I know you guys are tied up because you guys are passing out shirts because this event is this coming Saturday. And once again, it is the 9th annual Visible and Viable Community Impact Day and Sickle Cell Walk. And it's actually being sponsored by your sorority, Delta Sigma Theta. And I was asking Nicole, she said you guys are starting promptly about 8 o'clock, right?
Yeah, we'll start registration around 8, and then like 8:30, that's when we'll start the event. So
Okay.
we'll give, and so people that are not able to pick up their shirts on today that did do the pre-order, they will be able to, get those shirts on Saturday.
Okay. Well, I will definitely see you guys on Saturday, and I'll probably be there bright and early. But you was going to say something else. Go ahead and say what you
No,
were
I
going
was
to say.
just going to say that the donations, even if, we don't have any more shirts, but larger sizes, even if you want to donate, 100% of the proceeds will go to the Sickle Cell Foundation, James R. Clark in Columbia, South Carolina. Now, the Columbia is like the main office, but they do help the office here in Florence as well. So we just ask that you just come and support, if you're able to come and support that special cause.
Okay. Well, thank you so much to you and Nicole for taking up time out of your schedule. I know y'all are busy passing out shirts, so I'm not going to keep you guys long. But of course, Nicki, you know how much I love you. Anytime you need me,
I love you as well.
Just call me and
Anytime
continue
you
to
need
do
me.
what you're doing because you're doing a phenomenal job. His legacy, Michael's legacy, is definitely living on through you. So continue doing what you're doing. And like I said, I'm a phone call away. Because a lot of times you may have you good now, but you may have those days.
Oh yeah.
So when you have those days, I'm one of those people that you can reach out to. Because you know how some people, they will say, well, I got you, but they really don't. But I'm one of those people, I am what I say. If I say I got you, I got you.
I know you do.
And I'll see you guys, bright and early Saturday. Normally, I'm an early bird, so I'll probably get there around 7:30.
Yeah, come on, so you can help us with registration.
Oh, you gonna put me to work?
Yeah, we'll put you to work.
I'll get there early, but I'm gonna let y'all get back to what you guys are doing. But thank you once again, and I'll talk to you guys later. But I want you to hang on a second quickly when we end the live. And I want to tell you guys that are out there watching, if you haven't purchased tickets, you can still donate. And like Nicole said, they still have the only size shirts they have is the larger sizes, but it's for a worthy cause. So if you're able to donate, please donate. And like Nicki said, you don't have to necessarily walk the entire listen to your body. Walk as much as you can, because I'm gonna try to walk. I'm gonna try to get those 10 steps in. I'm definitely gonna try to get those 10 steps in. And I think that's Dee say, hey fam, how you doing? I can't tell who that is because it says Facebook user, but hello to whoever that is. And we are both doing well, because I'm not exactly sure who that is, but that may be Dee, I'm not sure. But like I encourage you guys to definitely support this event, and it's being sponsored by Delta Sigma Theta, and it's an awesome event. And don't just support this time. Support. It doesn't take one time to do things throughout the year. So make sure you show up. I encourage you to show up and show out when these things, when we have events such like this, because a lot of times, people are like, I'll go next time, but the time is now. Don't put off don't put off tomorrow what you can do today. But I am definitely going to be there. And this person says, this is Devon. Is it?
Yeah, Devon. Tori,
Okay. Hey, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing the name correctly, but hello and thank you so much for tuning in. But Nicki and Nicole, they have to pass out shirts. So I'm gonna let them get back to doing what they're doing. But the walk is this coming Saturday, and it's going to be at the Ebenezer Park. Now, Nicki, do you know right offhand the address? Because I forgot to write the address down. Do you know the address to the park?
Nope. It's right down for Sneed. That's all I can tell you. Right down for Sneed Middle School. But I
Okay.
think Nicole's trying to look it up. But it's right down for Sneed Middle School across from, I think it's K&J IGA, and then Ebenezer Baptist Church in that area. I don't know the name of that road. I'm sorry, but
Okay, it's okay. We'll
it's
find
off of
it.
Ebenezer.
Okay, well, we'll find it, but it's going to be at Ebenezer Park. So make sure you guys join us, because I'll be there bright and early. And like I said, I'll get there early enough so I can help you guys out. I don't mind. So just tell Nicole to hold on to my shirt.
It's 842 South Ebenezer.
Okay, 842. Let me see. Let me type that in. Let me type that in. You said 842 South Ebenezer.
Uh-huh.
Hope I spelled Ebenezer right. But I'm gonna type it in the comments.
Okay.
Okay. And make sure you guys come out. Like I said, it's for a worthy event. If you personally have been touched by sickle cell, come out and walk in some, because I have some family members that I've lost to sickle cell, and I also have some family members that are currently living with sickle cell. And when they have those crises, they just come out of nowhere. So we just have to be supportive for them and keep them in our prayers and just love on them as much as we possibly can. But I'll be definitely there to support this event. It's a worthwhile event. But thank you, Nicki and Nicole, for hanging with me briefly today. But I will see you guys bright and early Saturday morning. And you guys keep up the great work and keep doing what you're doing.
All right. Thank you.
All right. And I'll talk to you guys later. And thank you guys for tuning in. This has been the Keep the Faith podcast. Thank you so much for tuning in.